Hello and welcome to my little mod overview, author's overview of my Bandit Lair. This is it. There's not much on the outside. There's a bit of a fireplace and splinter butt seats for everyone, some flowers and a wood chopping block. And over here you can sit and enjoy the view. We are here. Over there is Markarth, over there is Whiterun, and down there is Falkreath. So basically here's the road that goes down to Markarth. To get here, you come up from there, or you just travel right up here, it doesn't really matter. It is actually right next to the, I've forgotten what it's called. This thing here. It's called Reachwind Burial Mound. There we go. Alright. This is my modded playthrough, my modded profile, where I have 224 mods. I'm running, again, Rustic Weathers and Re-engaged ENB, which makes for very dark interiors, so be prepared. This is going to be pretty dark. If push comes to shove, I will add my own light, my portable light. But the cave is meant to be dark. So yeah, this is just about how it should look. All right. On first glance, it doesn't look any different from the old one. I didn't change anything around the old stuff, apart from the fireplace, which is now a bit smaller and a bit differently arranged. We have the usual unburdened fountain here, and followers gear. I will actually turn on my light so it's a bit brighter. Some stashing stuff for from the general stores. This is not included obviously in the Node.js version. Little wardrobe, little arcane enchanter with enchanting stores, and a little alchemy table. Yes, this works. And we have a little alchemist mortar where we can use mammoth tusks or skulls to grind them down. Here are the usual storage, bit of seating. This is what I call the Queen's bedroom. This is where I sleep, and over here my favorite follower or partner or whatever can sleep here. Got this mannequin. I think I've added this. Yeah, I've added this. And I have also, this is your personal private chest where you can put whatever you want. This is your appearance mirror. This book here is useful if you have Caden installed. He needs that book at some point, or you will need that book at some point, and it's hard to get, so this is me being nice to Caden players. We have altogether eight beds, I think, 8 or 9 beds. Here is our book lover. He has the book storage, and everyone has a private chest. Here we have the armor stores. Here's somebody else's bed. As you can see, it's all very basic. There's one more bed here. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beds here. We have one more bed here. This is new in version 2. And there's another bed up here. So that's 7 beds altogether. For now. Anyway. Down here is the crafting suite. This is your crafting stores. Your smelter, your anvil, smeltable junk. Now this is Version 2 ships with recipes to smelt down Dwemer and silver metals. Silver things, because you can not do that in vanilla, and if you don't have a particular mod for that, well, here you go, you can do that now. Get your workbench and your grindstone. There's a little pond where you can swim in if you want. No auto undress function. I have not figured this out yet. Maybe I will one day, and then I will add this. Excuse me. But there are 3 chairs here that you can use. The only place to get out is here, by the way. And what I did different from version 1 is I've taken all the crimson nern roots because they make a hell of a sound. And they are now here behind this door. This is available right from the start. I have a Nernroot quieter mod. Yeah, shutter upper basically. So you can't hear anything right now, but if I didn't, this would be pretty loud in here. So that's exactly 30 Nernroots for you know what quest. Because I'm nothing if not lazy when it comes to this quest. I bloody do not like, really do not like the Black Reach. I like some of the looks of it, but I don't like being there, I don't like spending time there. Some people will probably feel the same. So, biggest difference is what I really wanted to do right from the beginning, but obviously I lacked the... Thank you. Obviously I lacked the capabilities. I've done that now. Here we now have a Shrine of Nocturnal, and this is the general store's treasure chest. These work actually, by the way, across all my homes. So if you have more than one of my homes installed, you can use them everywhere. This is a local chest, and this is a local chest. This is a local safe. And this is also local, I think. But this is what's important. When you open this, there's nothing. But if you put money in, now, for thingy purposes, for demonstration purposes, I will just cheat for money. And that was player, add item, F, let's have 1,000. There we go, we have money now. We'll put that in there. So the first thing that happens, you get at the top you get a thingy saying how much money is in there now. And as you turn around, you see, oh look, I've got new treasures. Okay, so that's phase 1. There should be a hover over somewhere. There you go, humble beginnings, that's what it's called. The next stage is, I believe, 2,000 or 5,000, so we'll just add 5,000. Now, you're not supposed to do this like I'm doing it. You're obviously supposed to be robbing Skyrim blind, okay? So, once you've robbed Skyrim blind and you've got 5,000 or whatever, you put that in. And you turn around and... oh, look, more treasure. Yay! This one is called Novice Hoarder. These don't actually do anything, they're just titles you can wallow in and say like, look at me, I'm so fucking cool. Oh yeah, we've already got more than one stage. So we have the Novice Hoarder, and then the next one, which is the Certified Magpie. So even if there is an E, you cannot activate anything, okay? This is just for you to have fancy titles. Just for fun. Right, so we got 5,000. Nothing out here has changed yet. Now we're going to add another 5,000. Look, Bonehilda unlocked. So you'll be asking yourself, what is that about? And if you walk here, you can see that you now have a little house, and it says enjoy your home improvement. And all that happens is that now you have this beautiful skull here. We all know it's Potema. Anyway, you click on Potema, click luxury on or off, and look at that, the things have changed. We now have carpets, we now have nicer chairs, we have a proper fireplace. Everybody has a little bit more privacy with these fancy things. They have proper beds now. And own lanterns. So this is your luxury that you can unlock from 10,000 onwards. Now the good thing is, even if you take all your money out, this will not despawn. You can still enjoy your luxury even if you change this completely, okay? We now have a proper big bed. This is not made for a spouse or something, so I don't think I set this for a spouse. Maybe I did, I don't remember. You guys can let me know. I don't actually quite remember. Oh yeah, let's see if over there something has happened in the other room. Yeah, we now have a bed, a carpet, a little nightstand, and up there the same. So everybody now has proper beds, and it's starting to look a bit more cozy. So the next stage is, I believe, at 20,000 or maybe 25,000, so we'll just see. You know when you get a new notification up top in the corner. So we'll just cheat for 5,000 more, 10,000 more. We'll put that in. And it doesn't give us anything special, so we'll add another 5,000. Was it 25,000 then? I don't quite remember really. Yeah, there we go. You hear a distant click. Something just gave way. And this is... this trapdoor has now appeared. So we go in there. And we have more space. First of all, down here there's a door, but that is locked. You'll wait and see. And then you go in here and you see, oh, we now have a fancy Draugr, a living room, another arcane enchanter, and a bed. There you go, that's your 8th bed. This is where the 8th person can sleep. You guys are bloody lucky, because I was planning to create a Nazim Draugr. He was supposed to be like the domus, the major domus of the whole house, and he was supposed to shamble about, and it just didn't work. He was very, very uncooperative, so in the end I deleted him, so you don't have to live with an undead Nazim in your house, so I guess you can be grateful. This is a local chest with some good looking stuff, and here we have now archery for treasures, one-handed weapons, basically your weapon stores, and your armor stores, your shields, heavy armor, unarmored, and light armor. And you get none of this fancy stuff if you play without general stores, just so you know. These coffins are all empty, but they are all safe chests. You can put in there whatever you like, things will not despawn. And this is a bunch of mannequins, which, yes, they are supposed to look like this. They are not supposed to stand nicely in a corner, because we are bandits. We don't give a damn about this, okay? We don't want decorum. We just slap some stuff on them and be done with it. So, this is what you get for your 20 grand. Now, I have to say that if you take that money out again, the access to this room will disappear, if I remember rightly. So we go back out, and we keep on adding money to our fancy chest. So as you can see, we now have plenty more. Criminal curator level achieved. Now let's say we add not 5,000 but 25,000. Nothing happens. Oh yes, yes, stuff happens. Yes, stuff happens. Look at all this. We now have Owner of Opulence Inc. Again, if you take the money back out, this will disappear again. What Opulence does, it puts gold everywhere. Everyone is now rich enough to have their own little gold box. And this one can afford more books. There's just gold piling up everywhere. On fancy things, on treasures, on all sorts of stuff. And we now have here like a proper little bedroom. This bed has now disappeared, by the way. Yeah, so whoever wants to sleep with you in your double bed, that they'll have to use this bed. Oh yeah, here we have a bunch of treasures now. These are just for show, okay? You cannot pick these up or something. But looks dead good, right? So you have some privacy as well. Not everybody can see what's going on here anymore. Oh yeah, and I've added these fancy ceilings, roof, tent things here. He's got one as well. This one doesn't have one, but downstairs the dude has one now. There you go. He's got a little Dibella statue. Some silver. And let's see what's happening. Oh yeah, we now have some carpets lying around here. Let's see what's happening over here in the corner. He has a little roof over his head and his own gold chest. And up here, again, everybody's now pretty rich. Right, so you may wonder what else is there to get. Now if I recall rightly, the next stage sets in at 150,000, so let's add 50,000. As you squeeze the coins into the chest, a small key falls out of it and directly into your bag. You have acquired the key for the final room. Okay, now you see there is truly gold absolutely bloody everywhere. There should be one last, I don't remember which one it is. One last opulence. I don't remember, there is something. Well, whatever. Anyway, now we go back down here. Excuse me. We go back in here. And we can now open this door. And here we go. That's your final room. This room is filled with lots of things. And there you go, there's a hidden treasure. There are more of these. I'm not going to show you where they all are. These doors don't do nothing at the moment. I had been planning to make different exits, but to be honest, it's so easy to get out here and be out in the outside that I figured it wasn't really important to do. These are again containers and seats, so you can sit here, you can sit here and lord it up over everybody. Yeah, we have a couple of these. They don't really do anything, that's the problem. They only get going when they get something to hunt. So if you were to say like drop a rabbit here or something, they would definitely get going. They will, however, attack anyone who's not friendly. Basically who's not one of your gang. They are supposed to be idling around here, but they don't really do very much of that. There are several idles for them, places for them to lie down, but yeah, I mean, you can kind of push them around a bit. And some more gold, because of course, you know, need all the gold you can get. I love these are bloody beautiful. So yeah, there are now hidden treasures. This was meant to be another exit, but that never happened for the same reason. So that's your final room. And now you may wonder, so what's gonna happen now? I've put in, what was it, 150,000 or something? But surely this cannot be the end of it, right? Yeah, right, it's not the end. We go back in here and we add another 50,000. Just for good measure, another 50,000, because I don't quite remember how much you have to put in. I think it's 200k. You put that in. And you have the money tree unlocked. Okay, so this was an actual little fun thing. This doesn't really do anything on its own, okay, but what happens is that now, if you walk around here, you may notice things like that. And that gives you money. And then it's gone. And there are several of these hidden all over the cave. I'm not going to show you where they all are. The thing is, you can loot them and they will respawn, but they will respawn after a month, so you can't abuse that. That was important to me, that you cannot just keep on taking these. Because every time you put the 200,000 in, this could unlock again, yeah? So no, that's not gonna happen. You can loot all the little money buckets, but then you'll have to wait at least for a month or something. And we now also have a fancy Alduin, golden Alduin statue. And that is truly it. That is the end of your career. And by now you have enough money to go and buy another place, I guess. You know, something that's more fancy than just a cave. So I figured there was no point having this go up to 1 million or something, because if you have 1 million septims, then why in the world would you want to live in a cave anymore, right? But yeah, this is it. This is all the things that can happen in this place. And just to demonstrate one last thing, when you take money out of that box, you cannot just take a certain amount out. You have to take everything. There is no way you can take it all out, just some of it out, which is why there is a safe here and other chests, so you can stash your money in different ways maybe. So all of this has gone, but the money tree stays and Bonehilda stays, okay? So you can, from now on, you can just turn this back into simple cave that it was, or you can just turn it back into the luxury version. Now let's just quickly check. Yeah, the door is still there. Okay, so even if you take the money out, you can still go down in the armory, and you can still go down into this room. So that's that. Right, I hope you enjoyed this little tour. And I hope that's basically answered all the questions you may have had. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you. Bye.